Yeah, I'm pretty much a believer in all the weird.
Bigfoot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can tell that. I can tell you that story.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm such a non-believer.
I've told it on our old podcast, but
I'm such a non-believer in Bigfoot.
I don't know, but I'll say it since he's on here. Okay, so he took me hunting. This was a few years ago. Now I don't know if you remember it, but you had put me in this very high tree stand. It was the one with the ladder. It wasn't. Well, I guess they all have ladders. This very, very tall one.
18-footer.
But yeah, so it was the biggest one I've been in. But I think you went to the one that was
The enclosed
the
contest.
enclosed one.
Probably so.
Okay, so
Do that.
I'm taking a good one. You can get the bugs, man.
Okay, so picture I'm in it now,
Mhm.
right? I'm looking at the field straight in front of me. This side is all trees, and then there's a drop off.
Yep.
To the left is where we came in, that other field, where we
Right.
drove in at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were not there very long, because I think this was like after church one day. We were not there very long, and I heard something that sounded like a grown man. Now you know what the screaming like a woman sound is a panther or whatever, some kind of cat.
I've definitely
That's
heard
not,
that out.
yeah, that's not what I heard. This sounded like a grown man. So anyway, it was like, ah! Oh,
Jeez, dude.
hopefully, like,
I was breathtaking.
Good grief, man.
is it still?
I'm about to be able to do that thing with my ears after Ken yelled at the microphone.
So I don't remember.
I almost backed off of my mic because it was so.
Yeah, right?
I don't remember if we were texting back and forth or not. But I was on alert after that because it sounded like, because you know how high that tree stand was?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like it came from, several
was the
trees away.
monkey. It was the monkeys.
Well, it was way up top to my right,
Mm-hmm.
like where that drop off is. And then I heard it again, and then it sounded like something not really, I don't really know how to explain it, but like going through, kind of like dropping through, and it hit, I could tell it was on the ground at that point, and it started like running through the woods. And I have no idea what it was. It was either a cat.
I think it's Charles, dude.
Either a cat.
Charles has an itch.
But let me finish. So it went away, and I remember you texting me something. I was like, dude, I heard something. And you told me, you were like, are you ready to go? Because I scared off a doe.
Blue dollars.
Yeah, and I know it wasn't that noise because I've heard that before too. And that doesn't sound anything like that. Yes. So you were like, yeah, no chance today. Are you ready to go? And so we left, and then I told you that story, but I don't know what that was. The only thing I can think of, of course I thought it was Bigfoot because it sounded like a man. I was like, but the only thing that makes sense is some kind of big cat, but it didn't sound like a woman screaming. That's what throws me off.
I experienced that once. I was about 17 hunting.
Same area?
Okay, different area. Closer to the river. I was sitting in the stand I shot my first deer in the Plano Pines. And I climbed up the tree before before the sun even began to come up. And I'm sitting there with a flashlight and a gun because I'm scary in the dark. Watched too many horror flicks as a kid. Well, I heard something. You know how pretty much that entire property had the hill that went down to the swamp. Ridiculous hill, like 45-degree incline, straight down 3 stories. Something was down that hill that did a scream like that to the point where I locked and loaded and lit up the whole woods. Hunt was over. I did not care. I was sitting there with the flashlight, scanning the ground and everything. Now, what's crazy about the Bigfoot situation, the same uncle, he owned 300-some acres right there. He grew up there and everything. Nanny Clark had a house off in the woods as you're going down to the boat landing. They had German Shepherd, or German, like the police dogs, growing up. He had 2 of them. Well, they stayed right by the river. He went outside to play, and his 2 dogs were hunkered down under the porch and kind of like scared of something looking off in the woods. He was like, what's going on? Checking on the dogs, and they were just, tail between their legs looking off in the distance in the woods. He said he looked, the way they were walking and saw a huge hairy figure walk through the woods. Same woods, believe it or not.
He took it. He took you to him. Easy.
So okay, so when you heard it,
Mm-hmm.
did it sound like a grown man, or like?
What I heard, I thought more of like mountain lion, cougar, whatever we could possibly have in Georgia. A big cat, not a bobcat.
It had to have
I've
been a
heard
big cat.
bobcats. I've heard bobcats. This was more like a
See, no, I didn't.
blood curdling.
No, mine sounded. I got as close as what I could to. It sounded like a man,
Oh yeah,
which throws me off.
and they, well, from the audio recordings I've heard from people that say they've caught, Bigfoot in their campsite or whatever. There was actually one from back in the 70s or 80s.
That's the most convincing one. The audio.
Yes, you've heard it.
Yeah.
There's two of them speaking back and forth to each other.
It sounds like they're speaking like Swedish or something.
Yeah, some crazy.
It's crazy, but I mean, now they have tested that audio and they've sent it off to like universities and stuff, and they say it's not tampered with.
Oh yeah, they didn't have the technology at the time to really do anything.
Yeah,
with it
yeah.
or something like that.
I'm not saying I believe Bigfoot,
Oh, there's a possibility.
but hey,